with love. For Ronald. R-O-L-L-O. If you didn't know how to spell it. My husband. Is that enough on that one?
We're all born in the same bedroom.
Just.
How many brothers and sisters have you got?
George.
Is my niece
George.
and nephew
Just
and
pick it
family.
up. Come here.
No, I gotta walk in front of it.
On your mother's side.
On my
Where did they come from?
my mother's side, they came from Ohio.
Do you remember about when or where?
Oh, no.
Where did they settle when they came?
At Flora.
At Flora?
Flora, Indiana.
What kind of stories can you tell about your mother's side of the family? Do you remember?
I'm a 2-year-old kid. Come back to my side now.
Well, she had the 3 girls.
So the sister she got, no one said. You don't know. I'm asking her, she didn't know.
And lived on a farm. And she lived to be 68 years old.
My grandfather, your mother's father, what was his name?
John Harder. H-A-R-T-E-R.
How did he earn a living?
By farming.
What are some of your favorite memories of your grandfather?
We used to go hunting a lot. We youngsters used to like to go along.
What type of man was he that you can remember?
What type of a man?
Yeah.
Well, he's a very intelligent, and yet he was very, very funny. And he's very entertaining.
My grandmother, my mother's mother, was
Sarah Harder.
I don't know how describe her personality.
Well, she was a very serious person. And she had a family of 8 children.
Did she work outside the home?
What is it?
Did she work outside the home?
No, no.
So what are some of your favorite memories of your grandmother?
Well, she was always very jovial, and she was very kind, always willing to help. That's enough of that.
Okay. Okay, now let's go to your father's side. Do you remember anything about them?
No, I don't.
Do you remember their...
My grandmother, on my father's side, died before I was born.
Okay, well, why don't we go ahead and record that, okay? And just say that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now tell me about your grandfather on your father's side.
He
What
was
was his
he
name?
was a farmer and a very serious man. And he was had a nice stall. That was his pride and joy.
What was his name?
Tobias.
And how about your grandmother on your father's side? What was her name?
Eikenberry.
Anything about, and what about her?
About who?
Your grandmother on your father's side.
Oh no.
She died? Did
Yes. Yes, she died before I was born.
Okay, talk about your mother now. My mother was born...
Ooh. She was, wait a minute, I have to figure a little bit. I don't know whether I can tell you the exact time or not. But now this is off camera. Well, she was 88 when she died. Yeah.
What year did she die?
What?
What year did she die?
I can't tell you that. I just
What was your mother's name?
Eikenberry.
Ellen.
Helen?
Ellen.
Ellen Eikenberry?
Ellen, yes, Ellen Eikenberry.
Okay, where was she born?
Maybe you remember some of those dates that I don't, Marcia. I don't remember what, it was in May, but I don't remember what date.
Can you describe her life as a child? Your mother's?
I describe what?
Her life
Oh.
as a child.
Well, she was just on the average family. They belonged to the Dunker Church, and they were just following along in their as the rest of them did in that country.
And my father was born. Where was your father born?
Oh, my father.
Uh-huh.
He was born in
October the 1st?
yes, October the 1st. But I don't remember what year it was. That's what I was trying to think.
Oh, that's all right. Where was he born?
Flora.
And what was his name?
Oliver.
Oliver
Cripe.
Cripe. Can you describe his life as a child? Or do you know anything,
Well,
stories?
he was raised on a farm, and he just a regular life of a youngster.
My parents met.
No, I don't know.
You don't know anything about how they met?
No. They both went to school in the same place, and I imagine they met there.
When they were first starting out as a couple, do you know where they lived?
They lived in Flora.
In Florida? Do you know any stories about their early days together?
No.
Okay. Talk about your mother. My mother's personality. Talk about your mom.
Well, she was very easily to get along with, and always in for a good time if it was legal.
What were her interests?
Children mostly.
Do you have any?
Young folks.
Do you have any favorite memories of your mom?
Well, only that she always played with us a lot. But we always returned the pleasure, and we always helped her a lot.
What was the most important thing that you learned from her?
How to keep house.
How about your father? Describe him.
Well, he was pretty set in his ways. Things had to go his way at the garage. I mean, at the barn.
Any favorite memories or any stories about what kind of man he was
Oh yes,
that you can remember?
He liked to go hunting.
How many acres did he farm?
How many acres did he farm?
80, I think. I think it was 80.
Just grain, or did he have any
No,
livestock?
he had stock and grain, both.
What was the most important thing you learned from him?
Well, one of the things, to be honest.
Talk about your sisters.
My sisters. Oh, I don't have any. Yes, I got one. I don't have any sister out here.
Well, but as you grew up, your
I grew up.
sisters, what was your sister's name?
Well, Ethel and Lona.
And how were they in regards to you?
They were about 4 years older and 3.5.
And you were the baby,
I
right?
was a baby.
Brothers.
Did you have any brothers?
No brothers.
Now we're going to talk about your childhood,
Uh-oh.
okay? You were born when and where?
In Florida, out in the country, on July the 23rd,
Or
97.
1897. What did your parents name you?
Named me
Uh-huh.
Eva Sarah, after my grandmother.
At the time, my family consisted of, at the time you were born.
Well, that was it. We 5. It was just we 3 girls. That's all we ever had.
Describe your hometown.
That's Flora.
Yeah, just what you remember.
Well, we didn't live in Flora, of course, we lived out in the country, but, it was just a place to go to shop, to go to church, and that's about it. We
That's
didn't
good.
have any, we didn't have any picture shows at that time.
That's good. They had electric lights for guests.
Did you have any electric lights yet?
Oh, no, no.
How about cars?
Huh?
Cars, automobiles.
Oh, no, we didn't have any automobile at that time.
How did you get to town?
Horse and buggy, or sleigh, whatever happened to be the appropriate place to have.
Overall, my childhood was, describe it. Overall, just happy.
Yes, it was we had a nice family and enjoyed life.
I remember how we used to,
We mustn't forget my dog.
okay,
Oh, yes, I had Carlo.
what kind of dog?
Oh, it's a little rat terrier. But he was found, one time we were gone, and I come home and he was on our wood wall to the milk house. And he was just a little tiny pup. Well, we kept him until he died.
Describe your favorite childhood games or activities, and who were your playmates?
Playmates were school chums.
Where did you go to school?
Therefore, out in the country.
How many were in your class?
I can tell you how many graduated.
Okay, well, that'd be fine.
This were 5 girls.
5 girls. Were y'all in the same classroom, all ages? Was it just like
Well,
first grade?
when I first started out, we had the 8th grade together.
That's good. The population of Florida.
Do you know what the population of Flora was at the time?
No, I don't.
Each day I got to school by,
Huh?
each day I got to school by,
Walking.
how long of a walk was it?
Oh, I don't. Out in the country, I went there until I was in the 5th grade. But it wasn't too far, but I don't know how long it took. I would say 15 minutes, that's what I would say.
I liked or disliked school because.
I like school.
What was your favorite part of the day?
I like the whole day.
In the summer, when school was out, I
Help clean house.
when I was a young child, we didn't have
Electricity. Automobiles. Or electric stoves or anything of that kind. Or lights, either one.
How did your family get by without them?
Just like the rest of the red folks did. Like everybody else.
I had chores to do at home, including
Feed the chickens. Hunt the eggs.
to earn money, I would.
That's something we didn't do 90 years ago. The children that age didn't work.
When I was a teenager, what high school did you go to?
Urbana.
How big was your class?
5 girls.
And when did you graduate?
1916.
What were you like in high school?
What did I like?
What were you like in high school? Shy? Outgoing?
Oh,
Happy?
yeah, generally.
During those years, I spent a lot of time in what kind of activities in high school?
Oh, choir.
How did you spend your after school and evening hours?
Generally going to a committee meeting or something of that sort.
My social life revolved around school, church,
Little both.
sports.
Yes.
What kind of sports?
Well, Well, we'll say tennis.
What did you do on a Friday or Saturday night?
Stayed home generally.
Did you go to the movies?
Once in a blue moon.
Who were your favorite stars?
Oh, Charlie Chaplin, I expect. That age.
Okay, now here, Grandma. Now let's be honest about this one. Describe something crazy or fun you did as a teenager.
Something crazy we did.
Yeah. You
I've
remember
forgotten
anything?
everything. I did
You
too
didn't
many.
do it.
I did too many things, and I can't
Okay.
remember anyone.
I remember my first date. Do you remember your first date?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember who it would have been with?
Yeah, but you wouldn't.
Well, we want to know.
No, nobody here would.
The fashion rage at that time was, what kind of hairstyle or dresses were you
I had
wearing?
long curls. Red curls.
How did you and your girlfriends dress?
Dress.
Dress. How did you dress?
Oh, just average. No extremes.
During high school, my ambition at that time was to,
Well, my father had a bank, and that's about the only thing that I ever did about outside of the schoolwork. But I did follow on those lines.
so when you moved to Urbana, how old were you when you moved to Urbana?
I think 16, I think.
You were 16 years old?
I think.
And then he sold the farm and then became a banker?
No, we went to North Dakota
Oh,
for 5 years.
so you were about
Then we come
okay.
back to move to Urbana.
Okay. And then that's when he became working in the bank.
That's where he started the bank.
Okay. In Urbana.
That's right.
Please talk about what Christmas was like when you were a child.
Oh, we never had a real Santa Claus. That's what the way we felt. We never had a real Santa Claus, but we always had just in the family.
Do you remember any memories about decorating, how you would decorate?
Oh yes,
or
same as you do today.
preparing holiday food?
That's right.
Caroling?
Yes, we did all that.
Any specific Christmas you remember?
We did the caroling from the church. And I remember going several times with that, several years.
Okay, you don't have a special favorite Christmas you can remember as a child?
No, I don't believe so. They were all good.
Okay, how about Thanksgiving or Halloween or anything special about any of those?
No, I don't think anything special. They just followed it according to the times.
After high school, I went,
Manchester College.
did you continue to live at home or did you?
No, I stayed up to college.
What did you study?
Mathematics, of course.
Describe your years at college. Some of your favorite memories at college.
Well, I don't believe I'll say. I don't know if they'll be favored or not, but I don't remember.
You remember what year you graduated or left college?
1918.
1918. My choice of occupation was influenced by.
Was what?
My choice of occupation was influenced by. Did you go on and do anything with your mathematics?
Well, I helped my dad in the bank, yes.
Okay. My first job was
At the bank.
at the bank. Did you like your job?
Oh, yes.
The best job I ever had was,
I expect it was quitting. I don't know.
okay, Okay, the first time you met Grandpa Baer, where
Okay.
were you?
Oh dear, I don't remember at all. We were kids together.
What did you think of him?
Just one of us, that's all.
Your first date was,
I don't remember that.
do you have any favorite memories of your courtship?
That's what
Of your courtship?
no.
Okay. You remember about when you became engaged?
Now he's my second husband.
Right. Okay, let's go with both of them. First, Grandpa Forrest, and then Grandpa Rollo. Do you remember Grandpa Forrest's time when you became engaged?
No, I know exactly.
When was your anniversary?
Our
The wedding day. When did you marry Grandpa Forrest?
April. I forget what date it was. You remember?
No.
Hardly.
You wasn't there when you done.
How about Rollo and you?
Marcy knows that.
What?
Your
When did-
anniversary.
Her and Grandpa Rollo.
June the 5th.
June the 5th, 1990.
The same day my dad died. It's the 6th.
It's the 5th, all right. But I don't remember what. Oh. Oh yeah, so, yes, I do too. I do too.
Remember how either one of them proposed to you?
No.
Okay, let's go first back to your first married. When you were first married, you lived where?
Urbana.
Describe your house or your apartment
No, the house.
in Urbana, the
That's
town.
right.
Okay, and Grandpa Baer was what?
They had a store.
What kind of store?
A general.
Okay. And what did you do then after you were married?
Well, he was still then. He did a lot of things too, but he kept the store. He was in the store.
But what did you do once you were married?
I kept house.
For entertainment, you and Grandpa like to do what?
Well, we went quite a bit of an evening, shows and so forth.
Do you remember what a candy bar cost back then?
Oh, well, we had the store. I didn't cost me anything.
Do you have any favorite memories of those years when you were first married?
Oh yes, some, but nothing outstanding any more than the rest of them. The neighbors and all, we were all about the same.
And now where do you and Rollo live?
Wabash.
What street? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Miami Street.
Well,
Wait, she gets to go.
That's what I thought you were
Okay.
changing.
Where do you and Rollo live?
On 1036 Mark Miami.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell about your firstborn? When was she born?
This is over here, you mean?
Right there.
Right there. Well, it was a surprise, I know that. Oh, she was a big baby.
How big?
10 pounds. I think she's been pretty healthy ever since.
Okay. How about your next? And all of your children, just kind of down the line after Aunt Marcia.
Well, there's 10 years of difference, isn't there?
Between Ann Lee and I.
Huh?
Between Ann Lee and I. There's 4 between.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Well, now, do you want me to give you their ages?
Yeah.
Okay. Gee, I don't know whether I can now or not. I have to think back and get my birth certificate book.
Up or up?
Well, I'm 70.
Aunt Marcia is 70.
Yeah.
What was,
What do you mean now?
Or
you want a birth date?
No, the dates between them, she wanted to know.
Or, yeah, or when the year you were born, yeah.
Okay.
And,
Okay?
yeah,
Okay, Aunt Marcia was born when?
on January the 10th,
Eighth.
8th, I mean, in 1918. Yeah,
And then Aunt Lola?
yeah.
July,
She was born in,
July
yeah, July the 8th, but,
8th. Lola. Lola.
Aunt Lola, when were you born?
Me,
Yeah?
July 18, oh heavens,
Gee,
1922.
You talk about mother, that's
I
right.
was thinking of mom that
22
age.
is right.
Aunt Lola was July 8th,
Uh-huh.
1922.
yeah,
Then Aunt Glenda,
yeah, hers was October the 13th. And, 1923.
and then Dad, Don.
Oh, he just sprung up.
April 28th,
28.
April 28th.
1925. And then Anna Lee.
Anna Lee's 28.
July.
On the July the
22nd.
22nd.
On 1928.
That's right.
Okay.
God, some of these things are for Saddam.
Okay. We'll do that later.
Is that running out, Mike? Max?
After your children had grown, Grandpa Baer and you had time to do what?
Nothing only work.
When did you get the cottage up at Beaver Dam?
Oh. Do you remember, Don?
It was after the war, wasn't it?
Yeah, after the war, Ron probably would know, he helped on that thing.
After we
Not
were
on
married.
not on our.
It was after
He didn't
40.
help build the cottage.
Yeah, he had lumber and stuff in there, yeah.
Do you remember
When did we build
the cottage at Beaver Dam?
When did Forrest and I build the cottage?
Build the cottage?
Yeah. You remember the year? I don't remember.
Late 40s.
What time did we take John?
Huh?
John would come in there.
Yeah, but he didn't come when we built it.
No,
No, he was
Must have been
after.
about 1940,
long after.
Huh?
about 46, 47.
19.
Well,
Yeah, I would guess that was in the later 40s.
oh, I was born. No, you.
That's
you
when
weren't-
everybody. That's
You weren't that old.
but you didn't have anybody at home at that time.
No.
Okay.
No, we didn't have anybody at home. But then, or were you?
No, Tom was born. The kids were pretty good size.
I know, but then Anna Lee was homestead.
And she, Dan Lee graduated and then she went to Ball State for one semester, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So
well, she went down for one winter, and then
How don't you know? Huh? How don't you know?
When the
Girl,
cottage.
do you remember when we built the cottage? I don't know whether you do or not, do you?
Kids were real little.
Huh?
The kids were real little.
What card did you have?
Cause they were,
Who was little?
the Merle and Sarah were real little. They were about 4 years old.
They were little.
About the size of Eric.
All right, it was built. Remember, we were up there when Decoration Day. Linda had to go. We had to bring her in. She was in
They were
labor.
Memorial Day, but that was for
All right.
Nancy.
That's for Nance. All right, we were building Nance.
Yeah.
And Nancy is
Nance.
What year was
older than
that?
Mike. Mike's 35. I bet Nancy's about 37. Mom,
Bar?
how old's Nancy?
How old is Joe?
Mike's 35. Nancy's, how old's Sarah?
Sarah's 39. Well, it was
Nancy,
38.
what,
See,
a
she
year
was
younger?
born in 48, so it would be about 50 when we
Wait a
had it.
minute, Nancy was born in 50.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say
Okay.
about the
That's what I
50.
say, 50.
About 1950.
She was pregnant for Nancy at our wedding.
When we were,
Okay, so 1950 is about when
we
we
Right
had it.
about
sooner than
1950.
that, but that, yeah.
That's approximately what it was.
Yeah.
Who was the first president you remember?
Yeah.
That's approximately what it was.
Yeah.
Who was the first president you remember?
Oh dear, I don't remember Lincoln.
How were were you?
I don't remember. I don't remember now who was president. I can't tell you that.
How were your parents and grandparents affected by the great stock market crash of 1929? How were they affected?
It didn't affect them at all.
What was it like for you and your family during World War II?
Well, it affected us. A husband went in for a while.
That was World War I.
That's one.
You went to World War II.
That's what I say. He went up in two. Yeah.
Do you remember rationing?
Yes, he worked at the gas station and tell him about the gas rationing at the gas station.
Huh?
The gas rationing at his gas station.
Do you remember that?
Well, what'd you say?
Do you remember about the gas rationing during World War I
Oh, yes.
or II?
Yes, but not too much.
The stamps, food stamps, Mom, gas stamps, food stamps, all that
Yes,
stuff. Yeah,
that's
you
what I
remember
say.
that.
I remember that.
War bonds?
But that didn't affect me any. I was not too much. And war bonds. Yes, we had war bonds.
He brought me 2 recap tires for my car when they first started rationing tires.
On May 7th, 1945, VE Day, I was...
Well, I have to get past on paper to figure that out.
You don't remember exactly when you heard about it?
Oh, well, we heard about it right away, sure.
Do you remember where you were or any
No,
particular
I
thing?
don't
I
remember
can
where
tell
I
you where
was.
she
I was
was.
home, I expect.
She was home because I had the Oldsmobile, and Sarah and Glenn and I went to Peru, and we weren't supposed to. We heard it on the way back. I remember that.
Oh, now I hear about it. Now I hear about it.
That was when the war broke out, right? Right? Is that
No,
what you
it's
said?
over.
It was
Oh,
over.
when it was me. Oh, and 41.
I'm awful glad you brought those girls along.
Other events you remember that you want to share, like World War I or first radio broadcast, first car,
No, nothing in particular.
prohibition.
How about when Glenda cut her finger?
Huh?
When they cut Glenda's finger off.
You remember
When
that?
they cut Glenda's.
Oh, Glenda's finger.
Remember that?
Oh,
Doc Smith.
yes, I remember that, but I don't know nothing in particular. What?
Apple cell. You had to hold that finger and take her to Wabash.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, she wants you to tell about it.
Well, there wasn't anything much to it. You just did it automatically, what you would do.
Looking back over your life, the happiest period of my life was when?
Well, there's several happy occasions.
The most difficult period of my life was when?
Well, now that I don't know. I don't know that I want to tell about it anyway.
The people who have had the greatest influence on my life.
Oh, my parents and the children.
My faith has given me.
A lot of help.
I think the most important things in life are
Being honest and being congenial.
the things that have brought me the greatest happiness and satisfaction in my life are
My family.
the best attitude to have about life's ups and downs is
Learn to give as well as take.
if I could live my life over again, I would.
I don't know that I'd change. That's about the end of that.
Yeah.
Mom,
Grandchild.
this is something 50 years from now, we can run back and do it.
Oh, well, okay.
Hey, we got you, we put you on TV.
Well, let's make an appointment.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now we're all done.
Have you got that over? get a close up of that.
I couldn't resist it.
Randy, look! Stacy! Oh, wow!
Oh, okay, come on. Let's go.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you. Hey! Okay, Barb, you brought it up. Cut it.
Basket under the table. Please.
Get under the
You want
table.
some cake?
Basket under the table.
Oh,
What kind of movie you watching here, Max?
Cake, Eric?
Max is watching movies. Are you holding up the table?
Isn't that a pretty cake? You see that?
Hey, you better tell her. Surprise, Mike.
Patty made that, Grandma.
Patty made that.
Patty made that.
Patty.
Patty did that.
Nice. Yeah, put your face
Here,
there.
here, 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 here. I missed it.
What was it? It didn't prove anything.
Well, let's see.
Okay, now, Barb, I want it all even.
We'll have Sharon talk to you. It's okay with me.
I know how.
Shannon!
No, I wouldn't go
Ooh,
there.
that's awful big. Gee whiz, I don't want that much
Oh,
ginger.
I cut that in half. Look at that guy.
I want this one over here.
Yeah, I want a corner piece. It's got more frosty though. Marcia!
What?
It's not here.
In the basket? Up on top. Is that mine up there?
Oh, it just sticks out.
Let's go get your own basket.
It's not stopping now, it's like,
How
you guys doing selling those sprayers?
I just entered Louisville just last week.
Yeah, it's about